We're getting ready for the qualifying session, and we are now going to go for a safety car procedure to test out the track. So here is the hot lap of Norisring, ladies and gentlemen, from the pit out into the turn one. As we're coming by into this long straight of the Norisring, there's three long straight in the Norisring. So here's one into this next corner, two corners, I can say quite sharp. As we are coming by into, sorry, there's a chat here. That's the final corner, and into this long straight is quite wide, many overtaking opportunities, and this is a pit lane entry for the Norisring. Quite a lot of pit box, I can say, and here is the pit lane. So the safety car has tested out the track, and I can say the track is pretty normal. Multiple people on this drive. We got Matthew, I can say, returning for the Mercedes AMG Cup for the GT3 class category. Same goes to Lutzter in second, who got the SQ on the last race. Sorry, not the SQ, who got DNF due to the internet issue, and he got disconnected and he didn't continue his race. As we can see, Howard in P3. We also got to see Yuki making his debut here at the GT4 class. And we can see the DJ got from the Ventura Racing, if I'm not wrong. Who's also here racing for the Ventura. And you can see Adam got multiple people without any livery on. I can say that might be the AR Racing driver, Dembele. And we can see multiple more people. And Sushi is part of it. And we got some random guy named Kazachok 3 driving for corporate for some reason. So we are getting ready. We have 50 seconds before the qualifying session started. Skazacek is not really far now. So some random guy named Skazacek just joined. I'm not sure what it is, but so far what I can say, he went here with a special livery on with 30 seconds left in the time board as we are getting ready to start our qualifying session with 30 seconds remaining. So some random guy named Kazachok. Okay, using Mercedes there. Oh, what the? Okay, that's really odd. I think my Wi-Fi is slow or something. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is quite slow. Oh no. So the connection is quite slow for me. I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. Hopefully it's all good with 16. Oh no, actually the timer stopped. I'm bugged. I'm lag. I lag. So lag. I got lag. Oh no. I think everyone has to go. Oh no. Oh, yeah, everyone has going. So the light is quite strong here for some reason. So as you can see, some guy... Yeah, some people are teleporting around. So we can see right now, Lutzter is ahead. first to start his qualifying lap. Some other people just joined. We check for the collision, by the way. Yes, we have people teleporting around. Matthew also teleporting around, I can say, but so far Howard having the best line here. I think the server is quite lagging. What I can see is we can see them. I think that's Dembele. You can see how Dembele is like also teleporting around. You can see Dembele had set fastest lap with 47.216. Sushi managed to be in second with 47.2. And the GT3 cars Howard into the wall there. As we got some wildcards driver coming into driving for the team. You can even see the Leon Racing, if I'm not wrong here, the GT4 class, who will be racing for the season 2 of the Dutch Automobile Championship. So we get to see some people here with the very good lap time. Dembele is still pushing with 47.4 as he across the line, setting with 46.4. As Lutz in second with 46.8. Sushi with 47.2. As Kozashok is coming by to set a 48.3, faster from Howard. Kyoka also in this race. Psycho only managed 53.1. So far, I think that is an A outlap by Psycho F104. Adam also pushing with a 53.1. So some drivers had a very good line, some drivers having a very bad connection issue with system just coming into the pit. For some reason he's pitting. So as we can see right now, system just coming out of the pit with Dembele still 46.4. The fastest as Bennett just coming back into this session. Into the race. Turn on DND like this. Well, so far what I can say, the 8R Racing rivalry with the Rosella Racing Alcatraz is quite high right now, since the two of them are on top of the championship and they are battling for P1 Constructor Championship. Just gonna be a heated rivalry from the two of them, I would say. So the only part of the track that will be observed will be the turn 1, as that part of the track is the only cuttable part of the track. The track is quite short, and I can say it's gonna be really hard to drive around on this track actually. Dembele still maintaining P1 with a 46.487. Oh, Lister went fastest with 46.408. Really nice lap time right there by Lister. And Psycho only managed 46.5. Still, there's two cars, Lister and Dembele still battling with each other. The only thing that they didn't know, they can actually pit for a new set of the tire. So Lister just coming to the pits to get a new set of the tire. So let's see what's coming up. So you can see some other drivers truly trying their best to drive to get the best lap time that they can. So we've got multiple people here on this track. So we can see, oh my god, the leaderboard is full. Hold on. I'm not sure who is who right now, so I can say right now, based on this leaderboard, so Matthew P5, oh sorry, P6, so we got Howard in P7 with 48.225. So that's a lot actually. And who the hell is that? Kozashok with 48.308. Not sure how to pronounce that or spell out actually. I'm guessing he's a Poland driver. So we also got Bennett returning this weekend. Bennett with a 48.912. We can see also Adam, who's on a GT4 class category, setting in a 52.3. And we also got Yuki and a wildcard driver who's driving for the GT4 class, 52.658. And lastly, Kyoka is on GT4 with 54.716. So, right, so far we can see, oh, Psycho Man fastest, I didn't notice that, with a 46.083. Still trying his best. Kyoka is in the middle of the road for some reason. So we've got Bennett also stopping. Bennett on the where in the Villanova? What? I don't understand what's going on actually. Nobody informed me anything about the transfer right now. So as we are searching for Psycho, so the system is also just top in the middle of the track. But so far, Psycho went fastest. The 46.083. They still maintain P2. Dembele still in P3 with a similar time. System with a 47.158 improved lap time with that. See Sushi with a 47.220, still maintaining the same lap time with Matthew in P6 with a 47.950. So far, Howard maintaining P7. So I think they didn't know that they can fit. I don't know if they know or not that they can fit. But they do. So once again, I need to check on the update of the lap time leaderboard if there's anybody else improving. So because I should still maintain. But DJ God didn't set a proper lap time yet. Bennett still maintaining 48.112 because I shot 48.308. 42.25. Oh, Howard improved to 40, with 47.262. So that's a little improvement from Howard, who's just went up to P6. I think Bennett is driving for Team Milano also this weekend or something, because it's I didn't get informed now, so I need to ask them probably before they were allowed to drive. So UK right now slowly going into the pit. They are teleporting for some reason. Dembele is still pushing. Cycle maintain P1 with the 46.083. We have 12 attendants in the GT3 class category. Kozashok is the new driver also with a liveryless car. Kyoka is still pushing her best to set a proper lap time, but she's still maintaining with a P12 position with a 54.491 improvement from 54.716 earlier. As Adam maintaining with a 52.391 and UK maintaining with a 52.658 still. Slutster, nice purple livery at the back there. You can see catch-up slower. Okay, so that's kind of for mockery from Lutster, but I gotta lie, this guy looks nice, I can say. It's a Red Bull livery of his own team. I am not sure what kind of team is on again. I think this is like the Petronas BMW Racing or something for the next season 2 car. He's a Max Verstappen fan, you can see there on top. Like a monster livery there. So as we can see still with the GT3, GT4 car still doing their best in this qualifying session. See Howard also just still pushing for the best lap that he can set. As we see there's a car stuck at the pit lane. Oh no, there's a DTM car. Kozashek is in the pit with the broken car for some reason. As we're gonna check on who's that DTM. Murray is on the DTM for some reason. Why is Murray on the DTM car? That's weird. So far, no improvement yet by most of these drivers. The qualifying is about to end very soon. 2 minutes left after Matthew hit the wall at that entry there. As we can see the GT4 right behind still chasing there. With 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this qualifying session still. As they are still trying their best to set a lap with Matthew still quite lagging for me. That's Howard here. Still chasing the GT4 cars. With the only best lap time that Howard can set is the P6 with the 47.233. Oh, that's actually another improvement by Howard, whose last lap time is a 47.262. Still they're trying their best. Dembele still maintaining with 46.487. Slutster with a 46.408. Actually improved with a 46.312. Still 300,000, 0.3 second off the race leader, or simply the championship leader, cyclocrosser or the champion itself for the GT class category. Oh, something happened earlier. Pause a minute. GG goodbye. GG goodbye. Okay, so Theo also just joined into this race. 14 seconds left in the lead on this qualifying session. People are wanting to push. You can see more people just coming by into this section of the track. You can see the multiple cars racing by, and that is one of the Fernando Alcatraz, I guess. They just passed through. As Matthew just finished his lap, Howard just pit out, but I think he doesn't have time to set a lap. You can see Sushi just catching up Adam right behind. With Yuki there. Dembele's top in the middle of the track for some reason. I think he's lagging also. But so far, no big improvement by most of these drivers. Kazashok still trying his best with only the best lap time he set is 47.716. Somehow managed to beat Matthew lap time with 47.950. So the qualifying is over for now, with multiple drivers about to finish their lap system also. As he just lapped the Milano Lusso Alcrat's car as they are coming by into the final. Ludster just somehow hit the wall or something, or he just... Oh, okay. Kyoka also pitted. So System is the last one to set a lap, and there is no big improvement with the 47.158, the fastest set by System. And there'll be no more as now they are now coming back into the pit as we see a Porsche for some reason. That's Tio. As you can see, Pro also just joining. Indonesian driver for some reason. So qualifying is over. So far, what I can say, they did well. As my Porsche is gone. Right, so far the leaderboard didn't reset this time, so we can see Psycho F104 is on pole position with a 46.083, still standing high, standing tall in position 1. Luster in second, the front row for the Silverflower Racing, or will be soon be Petronas BMW Racing team for the season 2 with a 46.312. Dembele from 8R Racing, a teammate of Psycho F104 in third with a 46.487. Howard in P4 with a 46.800. System in P5 with a 47.158 in P5. Sushi in P6 with 47.2, and a random driver Kosashok in P7 with a 47.312. Matthew in P8 with a 47.950. BTJ God managed to set a lap time with a 48.3, putting himself in P9 as Bennett driving for Milano Lusso, I guess, for some reason. In position 10 with a 48.912. Adam in P11 with a 51.762 for the GT4 class category on pole. Once again with Yuki in P2 with a 52.6, and Kyoka lastly in P3 for the GT4 class category with a 54.166. Next up is the DTM class category, so I'll be see you guys very soon for the qualifying session for the DTM class category. Hello and welcome back for the Norisring qualifying session for the Mercedes AMG Cup series. As we can see right now, the track is very lagging. Oh my god! Wow. All right. So pit out again. Let's talk about the Norisring track. I can say so. Norisring, as we all know, it's quite a short track. Oh, I'm lagging again. Oh my god. Okay, so it's very lagging for some reason. So as you can see, as we are going into the turn 1, we can see multiple cars ahead of us as we are having a bad connection. God, I can't even drive in this play. Oh god, hold on. So, give me a second. For some reason this track is very lagging for me as we are trying to load into the track and people are just very lagging. People are so laggy. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I'll be right back with everyone. There's an issue. Hold on. Alright, so we're back again for the qualifying. So, as what I'm gonna say to the earlier, the car, the track itself, I can say. So, let me spawn the new safety car for the Digital Mobile Club, and the track. Oh, mamma mia! Oh my god! Oh no, my car! No, my car! Anyway, so here's the name of our car, Dish Post, and I'm kidding. So it's Dish Automobile Club. Let me respawn the car. Hopefully it worked now. Okay, it's good. Yeah, so about the track. It's quite small. Smallest track in the season, I can say. Well, at least it wasn't as impossible as Norisring, I can say. So now it wasn't so lagging since it's a private server. But when people going to outside of the pit, they will have a CC. And one thing I can say, for this weekend, there will be no CC count. But even so, people will be reviewed at turn 1 because the only possible place that people can cut is the turn 1. So for now, what I can say is we're going to do 1 lap on this track, and so far this is how big the track is. It's in real life Norisring, and yeah. So as we're coming by into this long straight of the Norisring, the best lap time that people managed to set earlier is a 46.0 if I'm not wrong, and the fastest for the elite class will be a 44, 45, something like that. And I can say it's quite impossible for people to cut at the turn 1. So that's why one of the reasons why the CC will not be counted on this weekend is because of the first corner is uncuttable, and the only time that you will get the CC is when you cut when you come out of the pit that's where the CC counts. So that's why for this weekend, the CC will not be counted, but only will be reviewed after turn 1. So yeah, my car is in the fastest, I can say, as we're coming by this long straight. 47.3 is the fastest that I can say with the Porsche Taycan safety car. But here at the turn 1, we can say people can just dive like this and get the CC from there. The only time people will be able to get their CC. So if I want to do a push lap, I can do a push lap right now, but so it will kind of disturb with the leaderboard a little bit since the timer will not be able to reset. There's no timer for the leaderboard to be resetted, and this game is quite an old game, as they released a new game called RTM Race Driver. And what I can say, the physics of the game for this old game is quite arcade, unlike the new game, which managed to let's say reset leaderboard and a different physics of the car handling, which is much more realistic to the in real life one. And unlike this game, which is quite easy to drive, the car didn't slide that much, as it's like a game physics, which is quite simple, which is much more easy to drive, and it's for kids that doesn't know how to drive cars, doesn't know the real actual physics of how the car handles, and they can actually drive in this game, which is much more easier for those people who doesn't know the realistic handling of the car in real life. So this is where for this weekend, the Norisring, which is located at the Nuremberg, not Nuremberg, if I'm not sure, I don't really remember much about these track details, but yeah. So this is the hot lap of the track, as we will now start our hot lap actually, if you want me to try. So as we're coming by into the final corner, this is where we will start our lap as we goes into this long straight and the final corner, full speed ahead into the start finish straight, which is quite a long straight, and the driver that starts from the behind will not be able to see the lights. And we're coming by into the corner, braking before the douche poster, and quite wide, I can say, the line that I take there into the next corner, the second long straight of this track, the shortest long straight, and we're coming into this 2 corner. I forgot what it called, 1, 2, and 3, as now we are at the long straight into this 2 final corners. Actually 3, and hairpin, and into this long straight, into the start finish straight, the longest one on this track, and the best lap time we can set is a 47.1, I can say, with a worn tire, I can say, because I already set multiple laps earlier. And what I can say so far is that it's quite a fun track to drive on. It's very short, and I don't think for Formula 1 it's not suitable, as it's only suitable for touring car. And how do people pit actually, if you guys want to know? As we're coming by into the hairpin, this is how we pit. So the board determine where to pit, as we're coming into this long straight really high speed and brake now, and switching to the gear 1, we will box at the pit box that we were determined to, jumping out, jumping in, and that is how we pit. Maintain the car on gear 1, and we pushing out of the pit lane, and that is how we pit, ladies and gentlemen. So I can say the Porsche Taycan car is quite suitable for most of the track, I can say. But now, as we are waiting for drivers to get ready for the qualifying, we're gonna public this server. We're gonna share the code for this server, and we're gonna wait for a bit until the next qualifying, which will be in 17 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back with everyone for the qualifying of the elite class category of the Mercedes AMG Cup. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the qualifying session here today at Norisring as we has finally started the DTM class category qualifying session. So ladies and gentlemen, as we go green today for the Norisring qualifying of the 15 minutes qualifying session at the Norisring for the round number 10 of the Mercedes AMG Cup series. As for the elite class category right now, we have started our qualifying session with Howard for some reason at the elite class category car, and now with Dembele and Psycho, if I'm not wrong, in front of Lutster. No, actually there's another car in front. I think that is Psycho 104. I'm not really sure much, but they are drifting coming by into the turn 1 with one of the car right there. I think that is Sushi. No, I don't think so. That's not Sushi. I think that is Adam, if I'm not wrong. Yes, Adam just made a mistake right there coming into the first corner. As we can see, Rosie also messed up right there. A little hard to control this car, but as we can see right now, we see Psycho coming into the final corner, into the start finish straight right now. We have a little connection issue. Oh no. Bruh, the server has been shut down for no reason. When we just start our qualifying and the server just shutting down on us. Nicely indeed. Wow, okay, so qualifying. Oh, for God's sake. So we have to rejoin our private server, so oh my god. So session will be restarted. So session has been restarted. I think it's the developer team because we just got kicked out of our own server. So checking for everyone's collisions. It's fine, Psycho is fine, Adam is fine. So everyone had a collision off currently as we are getting ready to restart our session. So we will be restarting our session very soon, ladies and gentlemen, for the 15 minutes qualifying of Norisring DTM cars. 40 seconds still remaining as we're going to start very soon, as everyone now has rejoined the server. "26 seconds remaining. So this is the only people that we have right now. 15 seconds. Green flag, and we go for the qualifying session today for the Norisring round, as we are now back for the qualifying, and we can see Sushi went wide a little at that corner, as now we have restarted our qualifying session today. You can see Psycho F104 still in the lead, as most of the drivers doing their best, as Howard into the wall right there. We can see the two Crimson Apex Racing driving really fast right there, coming into the final corner, as Dembele trying to take a wide line from Howard, and Dembele going really wide into that corner, Howard into the wall, as we can see right now. Psycho building a big gap to the start finish straight right now, as Psycho starting his lap with the others pushing right now, as we're coming by into the turn 1. Dembele going really wide. Sushi went into the inside line too much right there. I think his lap will not be counted right there, as we can see so far. Psycho doing really well. Same goes to Lutz there at this in the Silver Flower Racing car. Sushi into the wall again. Dembele is pushing really hard. I think Psycho will be P1, same goes to Lutz there, and Dembele in P3. But Psycho went really wide right there. Lutz there had the best exit so far, and I think we can see right now Lutz there might get the fastest lap of the session for the first lap ever, and yes, he does, with the 44.2, with Dembele in second with the 45.1, and 45.3 goes to Adam in P3, Psycho in P4 with 45.6, as Howard setting 46.3. Sushi got an invalid lap time right there, and Psycho F104 right now pushing for the fastest lap in the elite class category qualifying. Well, as we go on into the final corner, and to the hairpin, Psycho went wide again, and Dembele got the better exit this time, as Psycho F104 pushing into the long straight, the start finish straight of the Norisring, crossing the line. Now will this be the fastest lap by him? Only managed second so far, with Dembele with the 44.4 managed to overtake his teammate for P2, the front row position for the start of the race. Psycho F104 still gonna try his best to push for the best lap time that he can set, as Psycho F104 still trying his best in the DTM car, trying to get used to this elite class category car, which is the fastest category so far in the Mercedes AMG Cup category. And so far what I can say, Lutz is pushing side by side with Psycho F104. Psycho, will this be an improvement? Not an improvement, but Dembele goes P1 with a 44.2, just 0.03 second faster by Lutz from Lutzter, with Sushi only managed P4 with a 45.1, Howard P5 with a 45.3, and Adam with a 45.391. I can say the top 3 is separated by only 0.6 seconds from the rest of the top 6 grid. And so far Psycho still trying his best. Let's stay into the pit. Psycho pushing into the finish line, not the fastest lap so far still. Dembele maintaining 44.2, Psycho with a 45.5, going really wide. Dembele going down the inside, trying his best to overtake right there. Psycho making a bit of mistake right there. Dembele had a better cornering coming into that corner, but they are still battling into the exit of the sector 3. Dembele going really wide. Psycho trying to find a space, and Dembele managed to overtake right there. Dembele with a 44.2. Will this be another pole for the Thailand driver? Dembele going into the start finish straight, into the finish line right now, crossing the line. There will be no improvement still, as Lutzter still pushing, as he just exited the pit lane for a new set of tire. This will be a great one for Lutzter, as he will start his flying lap now. Dembele still, Psycho going really slow right there. with Adam still trying to find a pace. Same goes to Howard. Sushi still trying to find his pace also, as Lutster trying his best to drive this car. As we can see, Psycho and Dembele didn't improve yet, with Lutster the fastest on this track. This could be an improvement, I'm not really sure about it, but as he coming by into the final corner, almost kissing the wall right there, into the start finish straight, crossing the line, and no improvement still. With Dembele right now still trying to push for the best lap that he can set. Psycho into the wall, oof. A little fumble by Psycho. Dembele gonna cross the line very soon. Will this be an improvement? Not yet. Psycho jumping out, jumping in for a new set of tire. As Lutster already about to lap the two car of the Milano Lusso Alcraz and also Adam, if I'm not wrong. Across the line, Sushi pitted. Lutster with the 44.241. I guess that's an improvement, if I'm not wrong. Not really, that's not an improvement. That's really close for an improvement, but not close enough. With Lutster spun, oh no, Lutster spun there. I think coming into that corner with 8 minutes remaining, you can see Dembele doing really well with his car, performing really well with only 6 drivers. 6 drivers. I think, oh no. Okay, Howard is back, and I think there's an improvement earlier or something. Howard, I think. Howard managed to set the 44.991. A really good improvement by Howard right there. I can say that Howard is getting closer and closer to the front of the grid, but still far away from the best position. So as Psycho's crossing the line to try to set the best lap time that he can set, all he needs to do is try to be sharp on the corners. Drifting right there really nicely indeed, coming into the stop, the long after the turn 1. As I think we got a little connection issue right here as he kissed the wall a little there. I think that is not corner entry, I think. As Lutster went up to P1 with a 43.7. What is going on? That was such a really good lap by Lutster. He's now on pole with a 43.7, the best lap time that he can set. As Psycho right now going to try again. Let's try for another push lap into the start finish straight. Psycho going to cross the line to start his new lap, as we might have a little connection issue here with everyone. Coming into the turn 1, nice and easy. Into the second sector, nicely done into those corners without kissing the wall into the exit. Coming into the sector 3 right now, as he used the really wide line. I don't think that is a very good one to do, because I think you're gonna lose more time. That's a really sharp final corner. This could be an improvement by Psycho F104 as he coming by into the start finish straight. This could be it with 5 minutes remaining into the session. Crossing the line with a 44.533. Not a big improvement, but I think that is really well done. Going really wide into the corner. Might pit in this lap for a new set of tires. As Lutster maintained with a 43.7. Dembele still trying to push. He might pit this lap. No, he will go for another push lap. A really good one by Lutster, I can say. That is how we do it. With only 6 drivers in the Cup of the DTM class. You can see Dembele doing really well right there. was he doing so good into those corner? He decided to use an outside line, which I think is not a good one. But the entry of the hairpin is really good. Because I think the fastest line for that final sector is the inside line of that corner. But I don't think this will be an improvement lap by Dembele. Will this be it? Not yet. Still. Adam's really slow going into this sector. Dembele's really fast. And they both are racing here. And Sushi's still trying to find his pace. Sushi managed to improve with a 44.925, faster than Howard. Adam's still trying to find his pace under 45 minutes. But Sushi hit the wall on the entry there. Cycle coming by into the sector 3, kissing a wall a little, giving a smooch on it. And he's decided to use a little bit of the inside line. Will this be a faster route to take? Drifting into the final corner, a little wide right there. I didn't think that would be a fast lap, but he managed to improve his lap with a 44.3. I think he's slowly finding his pace on this track. A really fast downshift, drifting into the turn 1. This could be another fast lap by the cycle, but I'm not really sure. But if he did the corner perfectly, if he did the sector 3, sector 2 perfectly, that is actually a perfect corner. He's taking the inside line. Okay, he's taking the inside line. Coming into the final corner, into the hairpin. Not too wide. Really nicely done. Hitting the wall a little. I think that's a time loss a little. If he managed to do that perfectly, I think that will be a fast lap. Because Lutster done that. That's barely. How much is that lap? Well, actually, that's a 45.0. Not even close to the fastest lap that they can set. Howard improved to 44.5 so far. The really fast lap by Howard right there. As Sushi still pushing, Lutster still pushing. With 2 minutes remaining in this session, only 6 cars in the DTM class category, the elite class of the Mercedes Cup category. Limited only to the elite drivers, I can say. 2 minutes remaining in this session, and we can see no improvement by most of the drivers. And now Psycho is losing time and only managed to 47.8. Same goes to Dembele with a 48.2. The slowest lap time, I think. But they're saving up for the final 2 minutes of the session. I think that's Lutster's stop. Yeah, Lutster's stop at the final corner. Adam's still trying to push for his best lap. Here is Sushi, for some reason with the 57 car. Ooh, really wide right there. Adam into the wall. Lose time. Howard and P4 with a 44.5. Actually, Adam managed to improve at least with a 44.950. Really close with Sushi, but not close enough. Because Lutster somehow managed to set up a very fast lap with a 43.7. And with 50 seconds remaining, only time will tell. And Dembele managed to improve with a 44.0, but still yet so far from Lutster fastest lap with a 43.7. And as of now, Howard still maintaining with a 44.566, and I can say there's a car behind chasing him. I think that is Psycho F104 trying to push for another lap. This will be his final lap. Howard trying his best, and I think that's a little blockade by Howard, and I think Psycho will not be able to improve in this lap. He's taking a really wide line right there, coming into the final corner, into the sector 3 hairpin chicane. Oh, Psycho lose a little bit of time. Howard managed to catch up a little bit. That's a really slow lap time by Psycho F104. He hit the wall a little. And as he crossed the line, no improvement from both of the drivers. Sushi is the final one to set a lap. Sushi and Adam into the wall. The last one to set a lap. Will this be it by Sushi? Will he be able to overtake Howard? On the final lap of this qualifying, Sushi gonna cross the line now. This might be an improvement. This might not be an improvement. Not an improvement by all of this driver. No improvement. Psycho managed P3. Lutzer managed P1. A pole position for himself. Dembele with a 44.091. And that is it for the qualifying session for the elite class category, ladies and gentlemen. Lutzer P1 with a 43.7. Dembele P2 with a 44.0. And Psycho F104, the championship. Also the champion of the DTM class or the elite class category with a 4.3. Only managed P3 with Howard in P4 with a 44.5. Suki in P5 with a 44.9. And Adam only managed P6 with a 44.9. And I guess tomorrow is the race. Qualifying is over for the Norisring round. We still have one more round of qualifying to go, which will be at Hockenheim next week, which will be the final round of the Mercedes AMG Cup series. All for the F3 class category, the GT class, and also the elite class category qualifying. So there's still 2 rounds remaining for the race of the Mercedes AMG Cup, as the result will be posted in the announcement in our Discord server very soon. So yes, the qualifying is over right now. Thank you very much everyone for watching. Tomorrow is the race. I will see you guys tomorrow. I am your commentator Danny Shaw from the DAC or the DSC studio. I'll see you guys tomorrow.